Whooper!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's gold. That's going in there.
Hopefully we didn't just jinx it though.
Really?
Okay, here's the gravel.
I think it's pretty probable. Well.
Shh. Be very, very quiet. Sandra's hunting otters, and otters are the twickiest creatures.
Right from the North Pole, we're coming to you live. Well, not really alive, but oh, we're alive.
We're alive.
But we're not live.
Right.
Yeah, so we just met with Santa, and we think we got bumped up to the good list.
Yeah. Well, actually, the grandkids got bumped up. We might have gotten displaced by the grandkids.
Maybe. Santa and Mrs. Claus were great.
They were great.
Nice people. After this, we're gonna head south.
Light poles are pretty cute.
Yeah. Keeping it within the theme of the North Pole.
Yes. Aha. Santa Claus house parking.
Well, after an unplanned tour around the North Pole, we found our destination here at Santa House in the North Pole.
Some unfinished business to do before we leave Fairbanks.
Yeah, and we got to get our names on the nice list.
That's right.
and take them off the naughty list.
Yes, and Jocelyn and Juliet, we're going to put in a good word for you.
Yeah, especially Jules.
Yes.
All right, well, let's go check it out and see what Santa's doing.
Yeah.
Everything Christmas, including a moose. What would the North Pole and Santa be without sweets and chocolates?
And it's 171 days, 14 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh man, is it that close already? There's a lot of Christmas stores out there in different cities, but there's just something about being in one in the North Pole. You called?
Stickers.
Oh my goodness. Well, Santa does know, doesn't he?
He does.
Oh my goodness. Have you been that good? Not really. So for Christmas, all that glitters is good, unless it is glitter and it comes off on you and then it gets everywhere, and then that's not good.
David is scarred for life.
Oh,
Scarred.
not a glitter person.
We got a little bit of Christmas shopping done. And now we're gonna start making our way south to Valdez via Delta Junction,
And
via the Denali Highway.
Denali Highway.
And yeah, it's a little bit out of our way. It doesn't make sense, but neither do we. So just south of the North Pole is the Eielson Air Force Base. And last time we were here, they had a really, really nice air show. And I think it's gonna happen again in a couple of weeks, but unfortunately we won't be able to make it this time. But
We saw saw these F-35s on the flight line, and F-16 landed, and one did a flyover. So pretty neat. I don't know when these guys are going to take off. But we probably shouldn't sit here that long waiting on them.
Oh my goodness, this is a popular rest area.
Wow.
Birch Lake.
That is the place to be.
It is. We're coming up on a scenic viewpoint.
Is it going to be scenic, or is it going to be full of trees?
Oh man. Oh, they did cut some.
They did.
Nice. Well, probably because there's a surveyor there working on it.
Yeah, that's probably why he cut the trees down.
Well, that's nice.
All right, well, that is a scenic area.
It's very scenic. Oh, the Tanana. Wow, it looks like it's like high.
Looks a familiar sight.
Oh, the Alaska pipeline?
Yep.
Oh, cool. That's true. We're going to continue to follow it to Valdez.
All the way to Valdez.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but we're not sure if this is smoke. Is it haze? It's getting really windy, and we're thinking dust, maybe.
Dust. Yeah.
But David, you brought up a good point. Where's the dust coming from?
Yeah.
A dust storm in Alaska.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, look at it way up there.
Yeah.
Wow. No, the windows are not dirty. We're going to be at Delta Junction in just a little bit, so we can ask them what's going on. All right, well, it magically disappeared. David's saying it is sand, dirt, because we were just by the Tanana River. And I was reading the weather forecast, and we're on a red flag warning for winds. So we're going to have sustained winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 35 for the rest of the day. So no campfires for us tonight.
No, now if they're tailwinds, that's a good thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
wow. That's where it's coming from. I don't know if y'all can see this. I can't seem to get it, but there's too many trees and buildings, but you can see the river right on the other side of the trees there, and it is like a dust bowl over there. So that's what it was. We got caught in the oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious, look at all that dust kicking up.
In 1/4 mile, keep right.
But on a brighter note, look how beautiful the mountains are. Here is the end of the, no it's not.
No, that's the drive-in that's really popular.
All right, well never mind.
But here's the end of our journey.
That's right.
Or part of it is we're going to get fuel.
Oh wow, it's gone up. It's $4.02, but still that's the cheapest we've seen in a long time.
Yes.
Is this dead horse fuel then?
This is dead horse fuel. It's $6.50.
$6.50,
Yeah.
which is better than the Coalfoot fuel, which was $7.50. So this will help the average out. Oh my goodness, look at all the dust. Yuck. Boy, it's so windy. I can see your hair flowing in the wind. Man.
I also need a haircut. It is windy.
It is very windy. So this area looks oddly familiar.
It should, except that it's just greener now.
So
Not
how are
as
you
much
feeling?
snow. So I have a
Deja
little
vu.
inside track on this. We were previously here, 6 weeks ago? but it wasn't near as green as this.
No.
But my inside track information is one of our viewers was kind enough to let me know that several weeks ago that they actually stayed here and there was no snow, it was perfectly clear, roads were great, going down to the lake.
So you're going to get a little redemption now.
This is definitely redemption. Yeah, last time.
You made it about right here.
Yeah, and I was in about a foot or two of snow.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. There's like no snow, nothing.
Nothing.
Paxton Lake Campground.
So it looks like there's 2 loops.
Camp host and volunteer. Well,
no one volunteered.
decent sized sites though.
Yeah, they are.
So another day, another adventure.
Yep,
So
yeah.
you've been redeemed, or you got redemption. Very good.
I did.
This was the vision, huh?
This was the vision. But you know, so part of this trip is not only exploring Alaska, but it's also exploring for our next trip when we bring Orion and Voyager up here. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to see this BLM campground, was to see it could we fit with our big rig. And I've discovered that can we fit? Yes, we can get around. It's tight. There are some campsites, but it's not the majority. So, you know, I don't know. I kind of like being off the side of the road, like at Summit Lake.
Have that view right there. This is what we're looking at. And I think I'd rather have this view than being squished in and amongst a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's where we're going right now for the next 3 days.
This would be.
Oh yeah, we've got the lake, you've got the
phenomenal.
mountains.
That's the spot.
That's the spot right there. Okay, Orion, we're coming back here.
This is really, I think, the last road between our 2 trips, 17 and this year, where we have not driven on this road coming up.
Yes.
So the Denali Highway used to be the only road to get to Denali National Park. And then they built the Parks Highway to go between Anchorage and Fairbanks.
And this is all gravel.
All gravel, well,
Again.
except the first 20 miles from the east side is paved. Yeah. But 132 miles, 110 of it is gravel.
Well, let's see. I see an orange sign up there
Road under construction?
that says loose gravel.
For 20 miles.
It's making a liar out of you.
Yeah, it's just a section of it probably. So this is supposed to have some really nice views and see a part of Alaska that we haven't quite seen yet.
Yes, I am looking forward to it.
And that's why we're up here. We're finding one of many stops along the Denali Highway. This is an actual rest area. And to say the views are spectacular is a bit of an understatement. So far the road is paved. We've only gone about 5 miles. Man, this is really beautiful. counting on that for fuel.
Oh, is this where you're thinking about maybe getting fuel?
Just maybe a few little
drops.
We're fine, but but it's a good thing I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, man.
Looks like COVID casualty.
Left curve ahead.
Pavement ends. We've just completed our first 20 miles. And it's only taken us 2.5 hours.
That includes lunch too, though.
And some stops for pictures.
Quite a few stops.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heck? Well, we're not going to stay here. But we're doing some recon for the next trip. It is wide open.
Yes, no trees, so as advertised.
Well, that could be a good thing, though. Depends on how hot it is or how cold it is. The roads are really nice shape.
They may not get a lot of use.
You're losing one of your pedal bikes. It's falling back up against the front of the Jeep and the tire's just barely dragging on the ground when you hit the bump.
It sure is.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
Wipe
you.
it out.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my goodness. You know, if we didn't have the Jeep, we would have.
Really.
How long ago would we have lost that thing?
Don't know.
Oof.
All right, let's get this back in.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
We got it fixed. Little no duct tape this time, but
A lot of bungee cords.
but a lot of bungee cords. And I got to look at that to see why it actually came loose.
Yeah,
but man, that one guy was really nice to let us know about that.
Yeah, we could have completely lost the bike. It could have done a lot of damage to the Jeep too.
It's possible, yeah.
Well, if this is gravel road, I'm totally okay with this.
I'll take it.
This is really nice. I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
I was too.
Hopefully we didn't just jinx it though.
Really.
Okay, here's the gravel. A lot of pullouts and people camping. This must be a group, but
Yeah, they're
obviously,
they're
but
set up there for
They
a
are.
little while.
oh, back to pavement.
Interesting.
MACLAREN Summit. We're not going to tip over if we go down there, are we?
I don't think so.
Oh, what about right up there?
Yeah, a little more of a level spot here.
Or the next one down?
Okay.
So no RV parking at one of the major viewpoints.
Very tight.
Very tight, but we think, well, this is a MACLAREN Summit, and we are looking down at the Susitna River, and way up there is the Susitna Glacier. So we're gonna get out and look.
Oh yeah.
We had a really nice stay here, our first night on the Denali Highway. And this is the view out of our dining room window. Just spectacular.
Bloopers. Oh, that's gold. That's going in there.
Yeah, the damn key won't come out.
Oh, this is definitely behind the scenes.
Get out of the
Yes. Oh, the smooth operation of an experienced RVer.
Turn that darn thing off. I'm serious, it's not locking.
This is gold. What are you talking about? This is gold.
It was locked. That's right. You can't get the key out. Well, there.
All right, folks. We call that a picnic. Problem in chair, not in computer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gold, baby.
It's still early.
It's going in the video. Nice views, it's beautiful. I get to capture Sandra working outside. It is chilly. It's in the 40s this morning.
But no mosquitoes.
But no mosquitoes, so that was fantastic.
Yes.
We're not even 5 minutes from where we camped last night, and we saw something, a disturbance out in this little pond area, and it was actually we saw something standing up on the side of the road. It was a river otter. Didn't think we would see that out here, but so we parked here on the side of the road. Sandra's going to walk back up there. We did a couple of U-turns, and she's going to see if she can get a better picture of the river otter. But there were two of them. Didn't expect to see them, so kind of a surprise. You just never know. Sandra coming back from her otter expedition.
I think there's 3 or 4 of them.
Ah.
And oh, they're so cute. I didn't get that good pictures, but I could just sit. I could just get a chair out there
And just sit.
and just sit. They got used to me. They all came down. They were swimming around.
Nice.
And I think if we just gotten some chairs and just sat there, probably, I'm thinking within 15-20 minutes they would be out in the middle of the pond.
Gee, maybe after half an hour you could just jump in and play with them.
No, I'm not doing another Arctic plunge. So we've had a really nice lunch.
Really good lunch. It was a Whataburger lunch. Yeah. Believe it or not, in Alaska.
In Alaska.
We have Whataburger sauce.
Yeah, Whataburger sauce. It's not a Whataburger. But we had a really nice lunch with a gorgeous view.
Really nice.
We're 2.5 hours into the trip. And we've only gone about 8 miles. So maybe 10.
I think we've gone 10 miles.
Yeah, so this might be an all-day affair to try and at least hit our 50 miles a day.
Man, I'm not sure. For good thing the sun's not setting till midnight, because it may take us that long.
It is, but the views are beautiful. We just keep stopping and just enjoying it. It's just really, really nice.
It's really pretty. I mean, I can't imagine. This used to be the primary road to Denali National Park.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And what a view getting to the national park.
It's kind of like the preview, the appetizer.
Yeah, this is spectacular. And some of the vistas that we're seeing is just really amazing. Mm-hmm. And some wildlife, too.
Wildlife. We just figured it up. We've driven 17 miles in 3 hours. And if we had met our 50-mile mark, we would have camped back there at Clearwater.
Oh, I think so too.
That was really nice.
Really nice.
The view of the mountains and the water, but it's cold. It's like that water's glacier water, and it's cold.
It is cold water.
So it's cooling the air, and it's cold.
But the sound that Clearwater Creek was making, and
loud.
the views around here with some of the mountains.
Might be worth having a campfire and a parka.
Yes.
Okay, touch it. Touch it.
I'm gonna touch it. You know, Alaska does not disappoint. It's cold. But you know something? The Chena Hot Springs, that was warm.
Yes.
This is cold, but it's clear.
Well, this part is. This is all clear. This is glacier.
Yeah, that's glacier effect.
You kind of see where it's coming together right there. It's pretty cool. Literally. Susitna River Valley. It eventually gets down to Talkeetna. Okay, so there's the bridge there. Saw this absolutely beautiful, amazing view, and this pull out here. David went out to get out and look and check it out. Getting his steps in for the day for sure. Well,
So, you wind around this road.
yeah, you just kind of like disappeared up there.
Yeah, and there's actually a place I think we could turn around without unhooking.
So what do you think? You want to try it?
So, yeah,
Bird in hand?
bird in hand.
Okay.
I think so.
So let's see what you're getting ourselves into here.
Really?
You have to put on the 4-wheel drive.
No.
This little campfire area.
There's rings.
What's up with this?
I don't know. Looks like they've been shooting practice on it a little bit. There's no signs. It doesn't say anything about, you know, private property, keep out, or anything like that.
Oh, moose poop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're staying. Oh, that's pretty. I wouldn't mind looking at that mountain.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so is there any hope for that?
you know, I don't know. There's a possibility.
Well, anything's possible, but what's the probability?
I think it's pretty probable. Well. There are a ton of pullouts along the Denali Highway. This was our lunch stop today. We're nearing the end. We're about 20 miles from Cantwell. Gonna get some fuel, decide how we want to get down to Valdez. But the views are really nice, and this was a great lunch stop.
Against our better judgment and poor planning, we are back at the Cantwell fuel station again.
We're kind of at a point where
Oh my, we're less than half a tank.
we need fuel, but we have a decision to make.
We do. So do I want to know?
Not really.
Oh my, 484.
Yeah. And some of our friends on the channel told us that this was the expensive place around this neck of the woods.
And they were right.
And they were right. Now, we took the Denali Highway. It was beautiful.
It was.
Roads were kind of rough in parts, but really gorgeous. We had some really nice overnight stays.
Yes.
And yeah, the views are spectacular.
Really pretty.
So we accomplished that.
Yep, check.
Woo! Yes. But now we're going to Valdez. Now we kind of did this route because we wanted to do Denali Highway. It wasn't the most efficient route. We knew that.
No, we knew that going into it. So now the question is, how do we get to Valdez?
Exactly. So are we going to go up around Fairbanks and down? We're going to go down to Anchorage and around.
Yeah.
That's about 440 miles. Or are we going to turn around and do an out and back on Denali Highway and go back eastward?
That's 70 miles of rough road.
Yes, on Denali Highway.
But we're going to save 100 miles.
We'll save 100
But
miles.
time-wise, it'll take about the same.
Yes, and we have the time. We don't have to be in Valdez for another couple days. What are we going to do? Because she's not crazy about rough roads sometimes. Even in the Jeep, she kind of freaks a little bit.
No. So this sounds really pathetic.
Okay.
So on our map, it would look cleaner if we just do the out and back.
Okay.
So for that reason, I think I'd like to do the out and back. Plus, I think it's nice to do an out and back because you get a completely different view, and our first 70 miles will hit the really bad roads,
Yep.
and then the last 70 miles will be the really good roads.
Yes.
So we'll finish it off nicely.
Exactly. And it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, So let's go out and back.
All right, let's do it. Back to Denali Highway.
Oh man. Okay.
One more time.
One more time.
But this time it's going to look a little different.
Yes.
In 2/10 of a mile, make a U-turn and then turn left.
No, we're going to be hearing her squawk for a while.
The GPS are going to be just irritated with us.
I turned Randy off.
So our schedule is pretty cool on the Denali Highway. We don't really have one. We just drive until we're done, until we see a nice spot, has a nice view, and we stop for the night. Man, I think we could do this for a week or two. It's so beautiful, and it's really nice scenery out here, and not a lot of cars, not a lot of traffic. So we're enjoying it a lot.
Okay, I'm really afraid to get the camera rolling on this because I know we're going to end up seeing something. So yesterday, we just keep talking about, well, gosh, we haven't seen this or we've seen that. And then the animal just appears. And so today, we just started out this morning. There's quite a bit of traffic on the road, believe it or not.
Yeah, we've seen like 5 other campers.
Yeah,
and
what's up with
such.
that? It's on a Monday, too.
Yeah.
So anyhow, David said we saw something go across the road. I thought it looked like a fox. He thinks it's a moose calf. We were slowing down to kind of look in the bushes, which is impossible because it's so thick here.
Yeah.
And then he saw a dog in his side view mirror.
What I thought was a dog.
Yeah, so then it started going down the road.
It started going down the road, kind of prancing down the road, looking from side to side, but almost down the middle of the road.
Probably
behind
looking
us.
for that calf or whatever it was.
Yeah, so I jumped out and I
Got the camera
and started snapping some pictures. And
He goes, oh, it's not a fox.
Yeah.
It's not a dog. It might be a fox.
yeah, so Sandra looked at the pictures.
And it was a lynx.
Yeah.
First time ever seeing a lynx in the wild.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah, so we got to work on your animal skills here. But man, I'm so glad you jumped out to get it. That was really exciting. So just on the Denali Highway, we've seen our first ever martin weasel, and now a lynx.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that's
river
just
otters.
amazing.
Well,
And
we've
river
seen
otters
river otters
before.
Yeah, in Florida, but
Yeah.
wow.
But
This
never
is
up
good.
in Alaska, and we were 4 months in Yellowstone, never saw an otter.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
pretty cool.
pretty good trip so far as
Yeah.
we're heading out of this area,
Yes.
but it's going to take us most of the day.
It will. We did it.
Yes!
Yes, we finished the Denali Highway out and back, and we are back on the Richardson Highway. And we continue our trek towards Valdez and following the Alaska pipeline.
That's right.
Oh, guess what?
What?
Today is our day 75 in Alaska on our Alaska trip, and that marks the midpoint of our trip.
Yeah, the halfway
The
point.
halfway point. We are now halfway done.
Oh man, I can't. This has gone
It
fast.
has.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's cool and sad all at the
Man,
same
it really
time.
is. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No, it hasn't. So,
So how did you like the Denali Highway?
loved it. I want to come back. I want to spend 2 or 3 weeks and then just camp every 20 miles.
Yeah, just really see it.
Yeah, and get the bikes and just kind of go back up and down a couple of times. And the wildlife, I was not expecting that. The views, I mean,
the views are spectacular.
yeah, you pretty much go along the entire, you go parallel, not the entire Alaska range, but you're parallel with the Alaska mountain range. And
yeah, for almost the entire road.
yeah, so there's a few little bits that you can't see it because some of the other mountains, but oh, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
The glaciers and the lakes and just the vistas are...
And something that's hard for me to imagine, but back when this was the road going to Denali National Park, I can't imagine the views that you would see in prepping you for the national park. I mean, it's a spectacular road.
It is. It's a spectacular view. The road.
Yeah, the road itself.
I don't know if I'd say just because 70 miles of it was paved doesn't mean it was good paved. I don't think there's only maybe a couple spots where you got to 40 miles an hour, but they say plan on 35 miles an hour, and that's being very generous.
Yes, but we were prepared for it, so it was a great several days on the road.
Yeah, so we're calling this our wilderness time, and I'm really loving wilderness time. So I think when we come back up, we're going to plan a lot more wilderness time.
Yeah, more wilderness time.
Yeah.
Yeah.